I had an interesting situation in my counseling room some time back. A brother, wonderful brother, came to see me for counseling with a wife. And I noticed as I was interviewing him, he was always talking about one event in his life. That was the company, let me use that word like that, he worked for before he lost the job. And it's like, when we were in so and so company, when we were doing so and so thing, when we were in so and so company, this is how we get things done. So and so company. It got to a stage I was like, sir, it's over. Can you stop talking about this company so that we can move on? You see, you cannot progress in life if your eyes are stuck looking back at the rear view mirror. The vehicle of destiny can crash like that. Immediately I made that statement, his wife was like, oh, thank you very much, sir. I've been telling him since, but he doesn't want to listen. So you see, if you know anybody stuck in the past, send them this video. And if you are stuck in the past, watch this video. And if you are not stuck in the past, also watch this video because you can learn a thing or two that you can use someday, somewhere to help yourself or to help somebody. Let's get this party started. So something happened to you 20 years ago, and you are still talking about it. A lot of people were raised 20 years plus or minus years ago. A lot of people were beaten up. A lot of things happened to people. But you see, in this life, you have to move on with your life. You can't remain stuck in the past. So if it happened to you before, so what do you want to do about it? Don't you even realize that sometimes people are tired of hearing you say the same thing over and over? You begin to sound boring to them. And instead of you to realize you're making yourself a burden to people, you are becoming boring for people to associate with, you will start misinterpreting it that nobody cares. There's just no love in the world anymore. There is still genuine people in this world who truly love. But sometimes they are fed up of the same old, oh me, sorry me, it happened to me, my life is down, I need help, and nobody is helping me, things are tough, things are difficult. Sometimes you have to change that language to change your life. Everybody has faced stuff before. Everybody has faced stuff and they don't need to come to there. When I was in school, I had a time where six bullies beat me up. I felt embarrassed. Of course, I knew I didn't stand a chance with them. It had to do with something that was mine, rightfully mine. They took my water. In those days, we used to fetch water and keep under the bed so that you won't have to go and fetch in the evening. And they went, because they were bigger than me, took my water, used it, and I just asked the question, and these boys beat me up. Yes, I was embarrassed. Yes, it affected my self-esteem. Like I said, I didn't stand a chance with the six of them. I couldn't get a punch in. It took me a while to get my self-confidence back. It's not like now where you say you are going for therapy. Way back then, which therapy? You are the therapy, so I had to therapy myself. Is there any grammar like that? So that somebody beat you up, somebody did this to you, somebody molested you, somebody bullied you. I am not saying something did not happen. I had to take my life back. I had to build my self confidence back. I had to move on with my life. I read a lot of self help books then, people like Norman Vincent Peale, The Power of Positive Thinking. I started reading those kind of books at the age of 9. I think this event happened to me. I should be about 15 or 16, the tough minded optimist. I had to get myself up. Those are the things I could lay my hands on then and other things. You see, so that something happened. Yeah. Nobody say it did not happen. It did not happen. Can we move on, please? Because the Marines are not coming. There is no prince in white shiny armor riding a white horse coming. You are the Marine. You are the prince in the shiny white armor. You are the one that will pick yourself up. Okay, like this brother I was talking about. So you lost a job, and so what? Can't you get another job? Are you not the one that got the former job before? You see, the economy is hard and all the rest. I have lost jobs too in my time. I have lost jobs where I crashed from grace to grass, in fact, to grassroots, if there's anything like that. It was tough. And everywhere I went to try to get another job, I could not get a job of that high profile nature. Years went by. But one thing I did for myself, I did not stop. I continued to press in, continued to roam around, of course, prayed, people prayed with me. I did not stop until I got another job that put me back there. It happened to me twice in life. So you are not the only one something has happened to. It's time for you to take your life back and start moving. In ministry, I've faced such things too. One of the last ones I faced were we lost everything, the building, the things in the building. Okay, we had to even give out the things in the building and everything. And then had to go to a primary school hall and start all over again. I had to take my life back. I had to pick up my ministry. We lost a lot of members. Had to start all over again, patch things up together. Look, the worst thing is that, okay, you fail. Okay, get up. Don't just lie there. Was it painful? Any of these things is not easy. It was very painful. It was very hard. It was like I had to begin all over again. Okay, yes, I thank God I had some faithful partners, but we still lost some people till today that never came back. Life is like that sometimes. Stuff happens. Look, you have to understand some of these things come with the territory of life. Take your life back again. Don't let it go down the drain. Okay, maybe a girl or a boy dumped you. They served you breakfast. Maybe you weren't expecting that. Maybe you loved her, you gave her all your time, you gave her all your money, you gave her all whatever it is that will help her. And at the end of it all, she dumped you. Welcome to the day club. Can I sing for you what we sing in church? You are welcome in the name of the Lord. Welcome to the club of those who have been dumped before. You are welcome in the name of the Lord. I can see all over you the glory of the Lord. You are welcome in the name of the Lord. Okay, look, understand me. Okay, that was just for fun, but understand me. I got dumped too. Okay, let me confess. I got dumped once. And I made sure I never got dumped again. And the girl who dumped me at a time when I was not ready for it. I mean, I chopped breakfast, as they say. I almost failed my semester exam that time. I was thinking of this girl. I was like, why, what, why, what? And she never gave me an explanation. But it became clear. Boy, it's over. I survived. I'm happily married over 30 years now. It's a forgotten story. I picked up myself, but I made sure I never got dumped again. Immediately anybody shows any sign of waning in the relationship, I'm gone. I'm happily married, so I don't have time for that. I mean, I'm not in that anymore now. So you understand what I'm trying to say. It does not matter what happened to you. What you do when it happens is what matters. Get up, take your life back again, and move on. If they don't love you in Umokoro, somebody will love you in America. If you don't love you in America, somebody in Osaka, Japan will love you. There is always somebody out there who is going to love you for who you are. So don't agonize because a man dumped you or because a woman dumped you. Just get up and take your life back again. Some of you allow people to talk to you anyhow. When are you going to get your life back again? When are you going to tell them, no, you cannot talk to me like that? I'm not talking of going to fisticuffs. I'm talking of letting them realize you don't talk to me like that. Don't swallow everything done at somebody just speaking to you anyhow. If you know you cannot control how they speak to you, you leave. I had a job where one time like that, I had a boss who is not too much older than me this way back then. And he seems to have this narcissistic behavior and he seems to enjoy talking to me anyhow because he saw that anytime he spoke to me, it affected me. So it's like I'm just like something he could kick up and down. And I was like taking it and taking it because I was afraid where would the job come from? Where would the next job come from? I left. I left when he least expected it. And I didn't give him the courtesy of going to drop the letter. I sent the letter to them, and that was the end today. So if you can't allow people to talk to you anyhow. It's going to affect your self-esteem. It's going to give you mental health issues. If you know you can't stand the way they are talking to you, leave that environment. Go to where you are valued. Stop hanging around with people who despise you or who despitefully use you. You can't continue like that. Don't let them destroy who you are. You're somebody special. Somebody out there is out there waiting, you know, to appreciate what you carry. So I had to leave. Some of you have children who manipulate you. When are you going to take your life back? When are you going to take your family back? When are you going to strengthen them? Your teenager is pouting, is throwing tantrums, and because he's throwing tantrums, you give in. You are not helping that child. You see, the world that child is going to when he leaves your house, they won't give him something because he threw tantrums. Don't train him like that. Take your family back, take your child back, take him out of that stubbornness and let him know that in this world we have rules, we have regulations. If you stay in this house, this is what is permissible, this is what is not permissible. At 12, he wants to stay outside late, he's coming in by 10 p.m. I'm just with my friends down the road. No, sir, you can't do that in my house. You give him rules and regulations when he's supposed to come in and when he's supposed to go out. Don't give in and give the child every time he throws a tantrum, he frowns his face. You give in. No, mama, you don't do that. Lay the ground rules because the world they are going to meet people who will not treat them the way their mother treats them. So straighten them up, take your life back. Maybe your husband beats you anyhow. Why should he beat you? And why should he be beating you anyhow? We had a situation where a man beat this woman, beat this woman, beat this woman. She still would not get it until one day he took a knife and slit her throat till that woman died. Now, she didn't die from the slit, this thing, died of something else much year later after she left him. But till she died, her voice changed because he cut the knife through. Her voice changed. She didn't sound like a woman anymore till the day she died. When domestic violence becomes a thing where your life is threatened, leave. Leave. Because if you die there, you have wasted your time. Somebody has wasted the remaining part of your life because you won't fulfill your destiny if you die when you are not supposed. You understand what I'm trying to say? So get your life back. Take your life back. Put your life back on your track. Make sure you are doing something meaningful and useful with your life. You wake up every morning, the first thing you pick is your phone, and you woke up by 5:30, you are still scrolling by 6:30, you are still scrolling by 7:30. You say, well, I don't have anywhere to go and walk. You're still scrolling. If you have to scroll, make your screen time count. Why don't you use that so-called screen time to learn something meaningful? Why don't you use that so-called screen time to add value to your life? You just say, well, Nigerians are very funny. People are very, very funny. I like this man's joke. You spend all the time watching jokes and laughs until it was 10:30 or until your data or so finished. That is when you got up to go and look for money again to buy extra data, so that you can continue scrolling. Make the scrolling count or do scroll. Look for things meaningful to scroll in or scroll on and do something meaningful with your life. The people you are watching, they are posting value because they sat down before a camera like I did and posted. I'm using my phone by the way. So why don't you turn the camera on your phone or whatever you have and start posting something meaningful? Tell them you don't have a job, a day in the life of a jobless man or woman. There is nothing wrong with it. I've been jobless before. So it's not a question. Somebody can even say, this person is jobless, that is posting a day in the life of a jobless man. Please don't. You understand what I'm trying to say? Okay, you went somewhere, they did not give you the visa. Why don't you check online why they have refused you the visa? Find out the experiences of other people. Read books on how to conduct yourself when you go for visa interviews. Find out how to answer questions. I mean, use that scrolling time to look for videos on how to conduct yourself when you go for interview, how to answer questions like, so okay, you have come to the interview for the next second time. What has changed from the first time? Don't let that kind of question meet you, or you go for an interview for a job and you lost it because you didn't answer the questions right, and now you are now having another interview. Why don't you go through the internet, find out how to write a good CV, find out how to behave in an interview? One of the most tricky questions in an interview they may ask you is, so how much do you want to earn? Oh, by the way, I know this company already has a particular whatever it is for this particular job, and I know that that should be within industry standards. So within industry standards, some questions like that will come up. That's how you answer the question. They already have a particular price they fix for their job. Tell them that you're interested in that price, or try to check the industry standard and try to make sure you're within range of what the industry standard is. Because if it's an international company, what they are going to pay is going to be within industry standards, and make sure you are within that range. Or just simply, from what I've said in the beginning, what the job is paying is what you want, because you know you already have a job, a price you're looking for. A friend reached out to me recently. That's what I told her, and she went and told the person, "No, it's okay, yeah, it's all right." If I, I'm sure by now they've agreed on the good things. At least she's not complaining. Instead of endlessly scrolling on TikTok, YouTube, whatever. Yes, I know you are scrolling. That's how you saw my video. But at least you are watching this one. Is adding something to you. You watch what will add value to you. In case you want to have longer screen time, don't sit down binge watching some people on television or on Netflix, on whatever. You're watching all the reruns. You're watching all the episodes. Those people you are watching, they are living the dream they have for their life. When are you going to cause us to live to watch you live your dream too? Huh? So that's what I'm talking about. So instead of endless scrolling, endless drinking of booze, endless drinking of coffee. Okay, I drink coffee too, but not endlessly. Endless drinking of coffee, endless drinking of energy drinks. Take your life back. You're sliding, you're losing it. Take your life back. Open the curtains in the house. Wake up in the morning. Make your bed. Clean the house. Sweep it. Make it look clean and tidy. Go take a shower, whatever it is you need to do. Wear something and go out. Go out to where you can meet people. Go out to the gym. Begin to work out. Don't look flabby, because by the time you wear your suit is now, you cannot even tie the knot where your shirt polo is not, you cannot close the button where you look somehow, you are losing shape. You go for an interview and they're just like, this kind of person. This kind of person. You need to get yourself back in shape. Man or woman, get yourself back in shape. Use that waiting time to get yourself back in shape. Don't sit down in the house. Don't sit down to mope. By the time you sit down, the curtains are drawn. You are scrolling. You will start watching pornography, or you will go down into masturbation and every other vice out there. So try as much as possible to get your life back. Go to the park, meet people. When you meet people, tell them hello, hi, how are you? Good morning, good afternoon. Go for your morning or evening, go for morning or evening walk. Because when you do, as often as you do it, you will start meeting regulars who are also doing morning or evening walk. Hello, how are you? You greet each other. How are you? One day, you can talk to somebody and you're just like, what do you do for a living? Or you ask if you have time to talk when you're sitting there in the park, what do you do for a living? I see you around here all the time. Oh, I'm a mechanical engineer. Oh, I'm an artist. I'm presently out of job. Oh, I'm a voiceover artist. Somebody somewhere always knows. You never know. But when you sit in your house, curtain drawn, the room is dark, everywhere is quiet, you start thinking of the wrong thing. You start feeling sorry for yourself. You start having that, oh me, why me? Why is life like this? Why is God treating me like this? God is not treating you anyhow. You are the one treating yourself anyhow. I know this video has been long, but I want you to get your life back. I want you to get up, go read a book, join a library, start jogging, dress up, just go out. And you may find love out there. If the problem is you don't have anybody, okay, you want to find love, volunteer in church, go out. Okay, how will you find love? Your curtains are drawn, your hair is like this, you have not even brushed your teeth by 12. Maybe one of your friends just shows up with a guy who saw you around, who was interested in you. They just driving on schedule unexpected. They open your door, there is stink because the windows are closed. You have not cleaned up, you have not brushed your teeth. You say, if he truly like me, when he see me, will like me like that. No. He looks at you, looks at the house, and it's like, just signals and say, let's go. Say, I thought you said you were interested in that. He said, no, what I am saying, I don't like it. You are at fault. But now it's not too late. Yes, volunteer in church. Volunteer in anywhere you can. You can volunteer in orphanages. You can go to places where you can be of help to people. Help can come from anywhere, in case you are interested. So I don't know whether I've said anything along the line. What you later would just say is take your life back. Don't let people make you feel useless, and don't make yourself feel useless. Do something today. Start doing something consistently good today, and you will see in a short while the situation will reverse. You can thank me later for this video. God bless you. So, like, subscribe, comment. Let me have your expenses. I'll see you in the next video.